Hey.
Nuka world. All lit up. It's goddamn beautiful.
It sure is. I haven't seen any place like it in a long time.
It ain't just the lights, boss. Now that Mason is gone, and most of the pack has been taken out, there's not much left to stop us. We've made one hell of a mark on the Commonwealth. There ain't a soul from here to Diamond City that hasn't heard of us. And despite what happened at the power plant, the rest of our gangs are stronger than ever. I took a big chance helping you take down Coulter. Glad that paid off. You know the real difference between him and you? The reason that the rest of us are behind you? You were willing to bleed for us. You put your neck on the line to get us ahead in this shitty world. And believe it or not, that means something to us.
Okay, I can tell you want something. What is it?
I'm serious. I don't have an angle here, boss. I meant every word I said. So I guess the next move is yours to make. With the power to the park back online, you might want to cover old ground and see if you can get into some of the places that were cut off. Or maybe hit up Shank and take out a few more Commonwealth settlements, if you've left any standing. Oh, and of course, you could always lend Mags or Nisha a hand. I'm sure they have plenty of jobs to run.
Sounds like we still have plenty of trouble to get into. I guess we better get started.
Then I guess that does it, boss. You point the way and the gangs will follow. There's plenty of caps out there just waiting to be taken. And as long as you keep bringing them in, we'll have your back. Hey, can I have your ear for a second?
Of course. What's up?
I just wanted to say that this, the two of us working together like this, well, it's been a damn good time. I left Nuka World with you, hoping you'd be the overboss the gangs needed. Seems like I didn't need to worry in the least. No question you know how to take care of yourself, which is more than I can say for most. But damn, if you don't have fun doing it, and more than that, I know you got my back. I can trust you. I can't say that about anybody else.
You're damn right. I've got your back.
I know you do, boss. And that means something coming from you. Really does. You know, I made some bad calls when I was younger. I ain't saying I regret the choices I made, just that early on, I was a little starry-eyed. First gang took me in when I was 16. Decent-sized group, fair amount of muscle, only they weren't using it as best they could. Me being new and young, I didn't know enough to keep my mouth shut. Started making suggestions about how to improve things.
So, what happened?
Well, eventually the boss approaches me. Connor, his name was. I don't remember what stupid-ass name he used back then. The Harvester or something. It was never as intimidating as he thought it was. Laughable almost. Anyway, at first I think he's pissed like I'm undermining his authority, but he actually listens to me. He takes my advice.
Sounds like he was a smart guy.
Smarter than most, that's for sure. So here I am, this teenage punk who's got the ear of what seems like the most powerful guy around. I'm on top of the damn world. Connor's always coming to me, asking what I think of his plans, telling me how much he trusts me. Can't lie, it all went to my head. After something like a year of working closely together goes by, we come up with this plan to make peace with a rival gang. We work the whole thing out in secret, where we meet on neutral ground, who does the negotiating, and what happens if shit goes south. I was more than happy to take point on negotiating, with 3 of our biggest guys to back me up in case no one took me seriously.
That's a lot of responsibility for someone so young.
I know. And if I'd been a bit smarter about it, maybe I'd have thought it was too much. About an hour in, they're just starting to come around and realize the deal is in their best interest. And then, I hear it. Gunfire and explosions. Lots of both. At first I'm thinking, oh shit, something went wrong. Connor's gonna have to bail us out. But the more time that goes by, the more I start to realize what's happening. The fucker set me up, and I fell for it. See, he figured he's pumped me for all the information I was good for. Have me around for much longer, I'd be a threat to his position. So he used us as a diversion, something to keep the other gang's attention while he and his men ambush them. He gets their stuff, and I just happen to die in the crossfire. Perfect day for him.
How'd you make it out of that alive?
I'll be honest, I couldn't tell you. You know how folks say it was all a blur? Well, it really was. I find myself on the other side of this whole thing. Messed up, but alive. I can't go back. The one guy I thought I could trust tried to get me killed. Thought about going in shooting, but that was just anger, revenge talking. And I knew where that would end up. So I moved on. Promised myself I was never gonna be that stupid again. Was never gonna trust anyone to do anything but look out for themselves.
Great story, Gage. But where are you going with this?
Ever since that day, I ain't trusted nobody. At least not beyond how useful they can be to me. You, though, you're the real deal. I finally found somebody worth fighting with. Something worth fighting for. I don't mean to make it weird or nothing. I'm just saying, this is a real good thing we've got going here.
It's not weird, Gage. Far from it. I want more out of our relationship. Do you?
Are you saying what I think you're saying? Aw, come on, boss. You wouldn't want nothing to do with me, not with the fucked up life I've had.
We're more than just a good team, Gage. You know it, and I know it.
Yeah, I guess we are. I gotta tell you, this wasn't really how I was thinking this little talk was gonna go. I ain't gonna go all sappy on you, but damn, boss, you are something else. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I found a piece of me I didn't know I was missing. I don't know what happens next, but hell, ain't nobody I'd rather have with me. Tempting as it is to stay put, we best get moving. Anything in here?